Contract formation. Now, making an offer, this is important. Is a contract formed? Was an offer even made? That's another important point, and we'll go through. You could be asked questions. Is this a valid offer? Was the offer validly rescinded? Are we able to proceed with this? Does this person have to actually follow through? Can you take your offer back? Making an offer to form a contract, it's a crucial step. Obviously, it's the first step there. The following elements are essential to consider when making an offer in the context of contract law. First, here we've got the meeting of the minds, which sounds a little mysterious, but let's see what this is. It is also known as mutual assent or consensus ad idem. I skipped Latin, I took Spanish. I'm not too familiar with that. Not too important for you there, though, on the exam. It's the agreement between the parties involved in the contract on the terms and conditions. Both parties must have a clear understanding and agreement on the contract's subject matter for a valid contract to exist. Next up, the offer can be expressed or implied. The offer should be clear and definite, whether explicitly stated or inferred from the conduct of the offering party. A reasonable person should be able to understand that the offer is serious and intended to result in a contract. This whole reasonable person, I love that. I have friends who went to law school, and one of the constant jokes is, what would a reasonable person do? What would a reasonable person believe? What would a reasonable person act in this situation? And that's kind of how the law is trying to work. How would a reasonable person act in a certain situation? And then the joke is, well, tell me a day I can actually find that reasonable person. I'd love to meet them. They don't exist. Next up, we've got advertisements. These are not offers. Invitations are only to seek offers here. So just making an advertisement saying, hey, come buy a TV here. We can sell you a TV for $300. That is not actually an offer. However, that is an invitation to possibly enter into an offer, which then would go into a contract. Generally, advertisements are not considered offers, but rather invitations to make offers. However, if an advertisement specifies limits on who can accept, such as the first certain number of people to get to the store, first 100 people can get the item for a specific price, it may be deemed an offer. So if you're one of the first 5 people to get there, then that may be an offer, but generally speaking, advertisements will not be. And we'll see examples of how that works. And then we must have definite and certain terms. A valid offer must include clear and certain terms, which typically include the identity of the parties, price, time, quantity, and nature of the goods or services involved. Under the UCC, the quantity term is essential for a valid contract regarding the sale of goods. And this is actually really the only thing that's necessary. I remember learning this in college in business law. And under the UCC, you only need to have the quantity, so 300 units. But you don't actually legally need to put the price, the time, anything else like that. Obviously, it would be stupid not to. You want to make sure that everything's crystal clear. But the only thing actually needed here is the quantity. Next up, a few other points. Termination of offer. An offer may be terminated in various ways, including revocation by the offeror, rejection by the offeree, and operation of law. Now, once an offer is terminated, it cannot be accepted to form a contract. You can't reopen contracts. You form new contracts. That's, I think, a great way to just summarize it. I'll say it just one more time. You cannot reopen contracts once they've been terminated, or you cannot in offers, you cannot just reopen an offer. You have to create a new offer. Offer is accepted before terminated. If the offeree accepts the offer before it's terminated, a contract is created. So we'll see how if I make an offer to you and then I decide, oh no, I don't want you to accept it, but then you accept it before I can officially revoke it, well, we have a contract and I'm stuck. And maybe we can do a little negotiation. Revocation by offeror. The offeror can revoke the offer anytime before acceptance, and we'll talk about what actually creates acceptance. Revocation is effective when received by the offeree and can be direct, such as telling the offeree, or indirect, such as selling to someone else. However, an offer cannot be revoked if an option is purchased, ensuring the offeree a specific time to accept the offer. Next up, we have rejection by the offeree. If the offeree rejects the offer, it cannot be accepted later. A counteroffer is considered a rejection, and a new offer, which is effective when received. So again, counteroffers, you can't revise offers, you have to create whole new ones. And then lastly, here we see rejection by operation of law. Well, an offer may be terminated by the law if either party dies, becomes incompetent, the subject matter is destroyed, or the subject matter becomes illegal, or if it was illegal to begin with. So that is what we've got there. Great examples, great situations to see. Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai,
where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.